This machine is a Columbia shaving machine. In order to record on the cylinders, you had to shave them. And this is the machine that Columbia made in order to shave the cylinders. And it was sized to take the larger size, the 6-inch cylinders, or actually this looks like it could take even a little bit longer cylinder. What's really interesting about it, this is a Columbia shaver, but what's interesting about it was the early bell tainter machines were also treadle machines. And this was probably some of the stock that they had originally manufactured for bell tainter machines, but they repurposed them later for these shavers, which were built till around 1906, 1907. Now, the original bell tainter machines wouldn't have had a shaver because those cylinders were a cardboard tube coated with ozocerite, and they couldn't be shaved. They were recorded once and that was it. But since they had the leftover treadle machines, they used those and repurposed them as a shaver for Columbia. So I'm going to bring you in closer to take a look at it, especially the treadle part down here, which has the company name as part of the casting. So here's a look at the shaving mechanism. So the wax cylinder, you'd open this up, put the wax cylinder on it, lock it in place, and then there's a sapphire shaving bit in there you can see. And you put that against the wax cylinder and it shaves the cylinder, which is driven by a treadle machine. So you had to get a little bit of a workout doing that. And then what's really cool is this, American Graphophone Company. That is very cool. And then look at that, the company initials right there. So this is kind of a cool base and a kind of sort of uninteresting machine. Well, sort of uninteresting, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so I tried the shaver out. Oh my God, it's a pain. First, it's almost impossible to get it rotating in the proper direction and keep going without switching to reverse on the treadle. Second, to adjust, like on the later shavers, you would have a screw that would adjust this down towards the cylinder so you could get it to just where you want it. But this one, you got to push it down until it touches the cylinder, which usually is too far, and then takes a huge chunk out of the cylinder like that, right? And then you got to lock it in place. I mean, it's insane. It's no way to get it just that hair, one little bit too far and it doesn't work, a little bit too little and it takes a huge chunk out. So the adjustment on it is terrible. Once you get it adjusted, you can move it around by doing this and sliding it back and forth. And then I noticed when it was, what little I got it to work, its spiral took out a big chunk and it fed across such a large area that I can't imagine how it made the cylinder smooth completely. So I give this a 0 out of 10 for functionality. The only good thing about it is it's got this tray here for the shaving. It's easy to clean, but otherwise, I don't see how you can adjust that needle close enough to make it work without it gouging your cylinder. And even if you got it right, it doesn't track very well across the cylinder.